Drinking beer and watching sports is pretty awesome, and one of the few things on par is drinking beer and playing video games. But dropping all that cash on games that end up collecting dust after you're done with them sucks. But there's no sense in trading in old games unless you really want 25 cents off your new one. There's a better way, GameFly.
GameFly has over 8,000 new releases and classics available to rent for Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS4, PS3, PS Vita, Wii U, Wii, and 3DS, as well as older systems. As a GameFly member, you can rent as many console and handheld games as you want and get them delivered right to your mailbox for one low monthly fee.
And if you like a game so much that you don't want to send it back, you can keep it for a low use price. There are never any due dates or late fees, and GameFly also offers the ability to rent Blu-ray and DVD movies as part of the regular service at no extra charge.
And right now, GameFly is offering fans of Craft Brewed Sports a premium free 30-day trial to give you the opportunity to check out their service. To get that free trial started today, just go to gameflyoffer.com/craftbrewedsports. That's gameflyoffer.com/craftbrewedsports. Or just head on over to our website, craftbrewedsports.com, and click the GameFly link in the menu bar. We've all been there. You're standing in the beer aisle staring at the same selection that was there last week and just wishing you could try something different. That's where Tavour comes in. Tavour is the best and easiest way for you to get the beers that you can't find in your favorite bottle shop.
No need to hunt down people to trade with or worry about sending some sketchy guy a PayPal account hoping that he delivers on the bottle that you want. Tavour has your back. They only work with independent breweries, so there's no risk of getting suckered into buying an InBev beer pretending to be a craft brew.
And it's insanely easy. Just sign up for your free account, download the Tavour app for your Android or iPhone, and you'll get notifications when new beers are ready. Just go to the app and click Get It, and they'll put the quantity requested aside for you and ship it to your door. You can ship as many beers as you want for a flat fee, and you can schedule your delivery as soon as 1 week and as late as 5 after you select the beer you want to buy.
And now, fans of Craft Brewed Sports can get $10 in credit after you buy your first beer through Tavour.com. Just go to our website, craftbrewedsports.com, and click the Tavour link in the menu bar. Create your free account, and after your first beer is shipped out, you'll see a $10 credit hit your account. There's no commitment, no contract, no gimmicks, just great beer delivered directly to your door.
This is Bronson Arroyo from the Cincinnati Reds, and you're listening to Craft Brewed Sports with Scott and Mike.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to a live edition of Craft Brewed Sports, episode number 100. Thank you.
Yeah! There it is. Get fired up.
The fives of people that are here are so pumped to hear this. I am Mike. With me, as always, is my co-host, Scott. Our producer, Joe, is over there behind the computer.
Hey, everybody.
Thanks, Joe.
Blowing people's ears out.
You're with us.
That's why Joe is not on the mics normally. That's why we keep him over there behind the computer. Thank you guys for joining us. This is Craft Brewed Sports. For those of you that don't know, we're a sports and beer podcast. We talk sports and we drink beer, and we have a good time doing it. So thank you guys for listening to us here tonight. Scott, how you feeling, bud?
I am ready for the 100th time to say, you pump, I'll pour.
All right, well then let's tap this keg of sports knowledge.
You pump, I'll pour.
That didn't sound good. That sounded like we had some computer problems. We good? All right, good. We got a special guest on the show with us today. Our good buddy, you guys may have seen him on an earlier episode, Mr. Wayne Memmott.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
What up, Wayne?
Wayne is actually the second most popular guest that we've had on the show.
Who do I lose to? Bronson?
Bronson, yeah. He had like 10,000 views.
It was a tight race.
Yeah.
What was I, like 150?
Something like that.
Yeah, nice.
Pretty solid. Wayne is a beer expert. He's a local comedian here in Cincinnati. He produces Bombs Away comedy shows here in town.
Yep.
Do you have anything? What's the shows coming up, Wayne?
Shows coming up. We have... Oh, man, I should totally be ready for this. What's today?
No pressure.
So perfect. June 3rd, we have our first show. It's out at Swine City Brewing Company, or Swine City Brewing. It's out in Fairfield. It's called Pig Out and Squeal. It's a comedy potluck. So you can bring dish, and we're going to have jokes. It's a lot of fun. Swine City, that starts at 6 o'clock. And then a bunch of other shows. Just check out bombsawaycomedy.com. We also have a Facebook page, Bombs Away Comedy, for all your comedy needs.
Solid sell. We got an awesome show lined up today for episode number 100. The first thing we want to do, we start off every show by doing a little poll, and this is our MF for the week poll. We have to church it up a little bit since there's still kids around.
No,
so
there's
this
not.
week,
You can say whatever the fuck you want.
all right, well, there you go. Floodgates are open.
I was more worried about your podcast than my venue, so
I was trying to keep it PG-13 for you, man. I went open mic rules.
I think we're at 8:30. It's okay.
Good. Well, in that
Should
case,
be-
this is the motherfucker of the week poll.
Well, then, fuck shit, goddamn.
Yeah, just don't say balls.
Oh, oops.
All right, well, Scott, give us the first option for the motherfucker of the week poll.
Your first motherfucker of the week option is J.J. Watt, who this week received an honorary degree from Baylor Medical College or
Good for
something
him.
or another. Yeah, good for him for his humanitarian efforts, raising all that money down there for hurricane victims and everything. But then he went all douchebag with it because he decided he was going to tweet out hashtag add MD to my jersey, or can I add MD to my jersey?
So he wants to put MD on the back of his jersey because he got an honorary doctorate degree.
Yeah, pretty douchey.
Yep, super douchey, and that is why he is the first option for motherfucker of the week this week.
That's like making somebody call you Master your last name because you have a master's degree. Like, I'm not Wayne Memmott anymore. I'm Master Memmott from now on.
It'd be awkward if I was calling white people master for any reason.
I didn't even think about that. Holy shit.
Just saying.
You are the only person that does not have to call me Master Wayne.
All right, cool.
Your second option for motherfucker of the week is PGA golfers. So this week was the NCAA Golf Championship, and a lot of these players go out and they play 18 holes, and they do that on multiple days. Sometimes they do multiple rounds in a day. So these guys bring push carts with them because that's a lot to do in a single day. And the PGA Tour golfers were talking all kinds of shit about it, saying that it's unreal that these college kids are carrying or pushing these carts instead of carrying their bags. They're like, you got to man up and carry your bag, which is ironic because PGA Tour golfers do not carry their
Literally
own bag.
never seen a PGA Tour golfer touch his
No,
golf
they-
bag.
they all
or
have-
nothing.
They have people that they pay to carry their bag for them, and I think they make those people call them master. I don't know.
Just Tiger.
Here's the deal. I will concede to the PGA golfers if they can tell me exactly what pocket they keep their tees in. Because,
They have no idea.
No clue.
They have no clue.
No.
So they went all.
I want to be that rich and powerful someday to not have to carry my own shit or know what pocket anything
Yeah,
is in.
Yeah, right. Not have to keep track of things in your pockets.
Yeah.
Like, who cares?
Hey,
those are
you,
your
where's my
options.
wallet?
Like, we're worried about wooden tees, like pieces of wood, splinters of wood. We're worried about counting.
Those are your motherfuckers of the week. PGA Tour golfers or JJ Watt for going super douchey. We do this poll on Facebook. You guys, if you guys are out here, you got your phones out, go ahead and vote in that poll, and we'll reveal the answer and who won by the end of the show. It's on our Facebook page, Craft Brewed Sports. Let's talk about the beers that we're drinking today. Wayne was generous enough to get us a couple flights here. We do this whenever we do shows at breweries. We do flights rather than just doing a single beer.
Yeah.
So, Wayne, tell us what beers you lined up for us here.
Cool. Do you want me to just like run through them all?
Yeah, give us a little,
Sweet.
a little bit about what each one is.
Yeah. So the beers that we have, the first one is the Nelly's Key Lime Ale, which is the most selling beer by far. It's a key lime wheat ale, and I really like it because it's light. It's a perfect pool beer, and you can taste the key lime as opposed to like lime juice. You know, like it's not like someone's dumping real lime into your beer. It specifically tastes like key lime. Next up is the Caliber Cut Coconut Brown, which is a perfect segue from lime into coconut because then you'll shake it all about. But this
I see
actually,
what you did there.
this is actually one of my favorite dark beers here because you can mix it with other things. So we have a Maverick, which is a chocolate porter that you can mix it with. We also sometimes have a Mully Wooly, which is a coffee beer that you can mix it with. It mixes with a lot of other things we have. Next up is the Gustav Vienna Lager, which won gold at Great American Beer Fest this past
Hell
year for
yeah.
Vienna Lager. So it's technically the best Vienna Lager in America. It got silver at World Beer Cup, which is an inferior cup to Great American Beer Fest. So, no, I'm just kidding. They're both prestigious. It's really great. I don't want to. I don't represent the brewers of Taft. I'm just a bartender here, just to make sure. Next up is the return of the Jed IPA. It's a double IPA. They brewed it and it came out on May 4th, so you can do with that what you will. It's really good, nice and smooth. Most of the double IPAs that they make here, they have a Judgment, they have a bunch of other ones they make, are all nice and smooth. They're smoother than their single compatriots. And then finally, back behind us, we have the Skull and Bones, the S&B, which is the first of their serialized beer. So they are doing they're starting back their barrel aging program, and this beer is their Pomberry Cuvée from New Year's Eve, pomegranate and cranberry Cuvée, and it's a strong ale, and then they barrel aged it, and I think it's in a rum barrel, but I could be wrong on that point. It's either rum or bourbon, and it's back behind us, and it's like rings in at 12%, and they're selling it in bottles at the ale house.
Hell yeah.
So
Nice.
that's it.
All right, well, I'm already through the key lime pie.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Dude,
It's a little warm, and
this is
that's
fantastic.
such a good drink.
This
it's
is
so smooth.
This is what Bud Light Lime wishes it was.
Yep.
This is
Yeah.
amazingly better than any other lime infused beer that I've ever had.
Well, yeah, because it's not like super, like, you're right, there's not that overwhelming lime flavor on that one.
Right.
That is definitely one that you cut the grass and you come and sit down and have that beer sitting there waiting for you.
Absolutely.
It's so smooth and goes down so easy.
Yeah.
I could chug these for hours.
I know, that's
Yeah.
what's terrifying about it. Is I would
Well,
get wasted.
and what's even better, since it's a sports podcast, we just opened up a Taft's bar at the ballpark, and we're putting our beer in 16-ounce cans. So now sometimes you can get Nellies in 16-ounce cans as opposed to 12-ounce cans. So.
At Great American?
At Great American.
So
yeah.
that'll be, what, $712?
Oh, I think
for that?
I think they're a solid
Minimum.
10 or 12. No.
That's not bad at all.
No,
man.
it's-
I just
that's
figured
pretty
Great
good.
American Ballpark would jack it up.
Yeah,
not that
yeah, not
Taft
you
would do
guys.
it.
Great American Ballpark's pretty reasonable for drinks prices. I mean, not
I don't know
compared.
about that. Come on, man.
I mean,
I had a fat tire that cost me $14.
yeah, no,
Yeah, I
that's
did
not
that
reasonable.
last. I was gonna say I did that last week. Every beer I had was
Dude, you got to go to
$14.
UDF. You got to go to the UDF and slam those cans.
All right, well, we'll get through the rest of these beers as we go. And normally what we do at these live shows is we'll just stop throughout and move on to the next beer and give a little breakdown of it. And then at the end, we'll tell you which one was our favorite so that you guys can drink it whenever you come back here to Taft's. But let's get into Upper Deck. This is the portion of the show where we give you the breakdown of the sports news this week. So, Scott, let's get into Upper Deck.
Well,
Damn, that's good quality.
Upper Deck is brought to you by Minuteman Tickets, locally owned in Columbus, Ohio, by Scott and Matt, a couple of guys who are sports fans just like you and I.
Minuteman does things the right way. No trying to order tickets from a robot or paying ridiculously high fees. If you call them up, you're going to talk to a real person and avoid all of those fees that the other guys charge. And Minuteman will even sell your tickets for you.
And we definitely can vouch for them. Check them out at MinutemanTickets.com or give them a call, 614-943-3000. That's 614-943-3000 for all of your sports, concert, or theater ticketing needs. Wayne's killing me at the moment. I fucking love it. All right, so starting up Upper Deck, we just mentioned that J.J. Watt is the motherfucker of the week. But we have an actual doctor playing in the NFL this coming season, guys. That's right, Chiefs offensive lineman Laurent Duvernay Tardif.
Yep, nailed it.
I'm calling him LDT from now on.
It's funny you say that. Robert Taylor jumped in on the
Mentioned it?
Facebook
Yeah.
and said LDT and then broke this story.
Right. So LDT finished and passed his medical exam this week after putting in the work for 7 years. And he sent a request to the league office petitioning to add MD to the back of his jersey, kind of like Watt asked for. And they didn't say no. At the time he made the original request, he hadn't finished school, and they basically said, hey, anything's possible. So now we wait to see if the NFL will be old and crotchety like they always are, or if they'll
Most
actually
likely.
be cool. Yeah, there's no
most
doubt.
likely going to be old.
If they're going to allow people to put senior at the end of their name,
That's my thought.
which is just an accomplishment in having sex and birthing a child, they should let this guy put MD at the end of his name for going through 7 years of school.
Well,
to
and
become a
they should want to
doctor.
advertise that too.
yeah,
I mean, obviously
absolutely.
the
That's
NFL
what
would
I was
run
gonna
with
say.
it.
Yeah,
Right.
Look, one of them didn't suffer from CTE and actually got a
Look,
degree.
hey, look at they're not all comm majors. They're not all comm majors.
It's not sports management for all of them.
I just like that this guy actually is a doctor. Like, once
Oh,
he's
yeah.
done, he's going to be, like, performing checkups on people because he's an actual medical
Right.
doctor. It's not J.J. Watt that's like, yeah, well, I spoke at a graduation, so can I be an MD too?
He went Bill Cosby with it.
He sure did.
Got
What
my
is that?
honorary degree. Honor me.
From Spellman.
From like multiple colleges.
Oh, yeah.
UC just rescinded one.
Oh, they took one away?
Yeah. They were like, yeah, Cosby,
Damn.
you can't have that no more.
They are to the point where they're ripping away Cosby's honorary degrees.
Yep.
Man, fucked up. Jesus.
So there you go. Hope
Awesome
the
story.
NFL does the right thing.
And I hope they do too.
Yeah.
I don't have any faith that they will. But I
No.
hope
Well,
that
no. Here's the only reason I think they will. It's an offensive lineman, and they can sell more jerseys. You're not selling too many offensive lineman jerseys. One that specifically has this novelty to it, they can market that.
That's true.
That's all it's going to come down to. Is
Did
money.
you see that he put on his lab coat that
Yes,
after
that lab
after
coat
the
was
test?
awesome.
He had his lab coat and it had his number and the
Chiefs
name
logo and
MD.
everything? Yeah.
Like he made his lab
That's
coat look like a
awesome.
jersey, which is
That's
pretty
awesome.
legit. LDT is now my new favorite offensive lineman, by the way. All right, moving on to a guy who's not quite as smart as a medical doctor. Former Bengals wide receiver T.J. Houshmandzadeh. Ooh, he got duped.
I remember that guy.
Yeah, he got duped into giving $200,000 to a couple of dudes in L.A. to help build their business. You know that old story of, hey man, come invest in this.
I know a guy who knows a guy. I can hook you up, and you can make
How
all
do people
the
have
money.
200,000 and not somebody to tell them not to spend their 200,000?
Well, wait till you hear what it was that he invested in. So these dudes promised TJ that they would make hundreds of thousands of dollars in a month. Sounds surefire.
Sounds legit.
Selling
No way.
drugs. Let me guess, selling drugs.
Actually, yes, it was a dispensary in LA. They have a new pot business, and they tried to get TJ to invest in that. Houshmandzadeh is now suing because the deadline to pay him back on his loan plus interest, which all total comes out to $380,000, has now passed. And it's been revealed that the guys didn't even have a license to operate a dispensary in California. So they literally
He
were
vetted
just
them
like,
well.
yeah, right. They were
Hey,
just
can I
like,
see some credentials? Nah, trust me, dude. I got this. Okay, cool.
hey man, I've been selling weed since grade school. Like, just give me $200,000 and I will totally make this work for you.
You're looking at this the wrong way. It's not like TJ Houshmandzadeh was sitting in his office taking meetings on where to spend his money. He was in the club. These guys had good weed, promised him they could grow it, and he wrote them a check for $200,000.
There's absolutely no doubt in my mind that that's exactly how that business deal went down.
There's no way he's like sitting in his office, like running over his investments and what he's gonna.
I do love this idea though of TJ Houshmandzadeh in like a Shark Tank scenario where people are coming in and just pitching him his businesses, and he's like, "Show me your plan." I don't.
Hoosh tank. You got hooshed.
He got cushed.
There you go, TJ. Sorry, man.
Just him and Chad
Dummy.
Ochocinco
I'm not sorry. Don't be
arguing
dumb.
over who sells the best weed. All right.
You know who didn't go to medical school? TJ Houshmandzadeh. All right, so Jon Gruden got his name back in the news this week, and big shocker, he's still a huge dick. We have more proof, though, because this story that came out this week from Chris Sims, his former quarterback in Tampa Bay. According to Sims, Gruden bugged him so much during his honeymoon that he cut it short. Back in 2004, Sims was the quarterback for Tampa Bay. Gruden apparently would not accept the fact that Sims was out of the country with his wife and constantly called him, wondering when the hell he was going to get back to work, why he was not
Hey man,
in the States.
I'm watching films. Where you at,
Oh
man?
my God. And apparently Sims just got fed up so much that he said, you know what, F it, we're going home 2 days earlier than he had planned. I guess it kind of worked. Sims ended up starting later in the season.
But that's the thing. He didn't even start to the season.
Right.
He was the backup to start the season, and it was
Right.
like 6 games before Gruden replaced him and put him in.
But that's just the fact. Could you imagine somebody badgering you that much on your,
Especially on your honeymoon.
No.
Not even that. Like, my wife would then be like, "You need to ask for a trade right now. This guy's an asshole."
Oh, and good luck with your wife convincing her that you're going to leave your honeymoon 2 days earlier. How do you pull that shit off?
He's loaded. It's fine.
John Gruden's coaching style seems to be bad high school teacher. Like, that seems to be like, kid comes in crying because his dog died, and they're like, "Where's your homework? Where's your homework?" "My dog died." "I don't care. We need to do math problems, asshole."
Hey man, let's take a look at this film of where you screwed up on this test. I hate Jon Gruden so much. Also
man,
because he went to Dayton.
That's an addition problem there, not a division problem. What are you doing? I don't care about your dog dying. Get it together.
That was a damn good Gruden impression.
Really
Thanks.
good Gruden
Thanks.
impression.
I'm very impressed.
Too
with
bad
you
you're
right
not
now.
allowed to impersonate white people anymore, so...
Sorry, Master.
Hashtag me too. Oh, man.
See, it's awkward.
Super
Hey,
weird.
I like laughing at it, but I don't like hearing it.
Does it sound better if I say without the hard R? If I go massa?
No, say it with the hard R.
Massa?
No.
Is that
Wait,
better? Wait, this is the one where it actually works
what
in
are you
reverse.
doing?
Moving on.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, you're putting in a soft T? Jeez.
All right, guys. So moving on. 130 years ago, I don't know if you know this, but boxing was slightly different back then.
130 years ago.
130 years ago, besides sweet mustaches and everybody standing like the Notre Dame leprechaun, boxing was also bare knuckle. They fought bare knuckle, no gloves, and just duked it out until somebody died, apparently.
Hell yeah!
Gloves were introduced, and then the days of bare knuckle boxing were done. But all of that changes this week because for the first time in 130 years, there's going to be a fully sanctioned bare knuckle boxing match in the United States. In Wyoming, there's a guy.
Wayne just got so excited.
Yeah.
And that was my reaction when I heard this news because I was like, if you want me to watch boxing, make it bare knuckle.
Yep.
I will totally watch it if it's bare knuckle.
That's the only thing saving boxing.
There's a bunch of Irish gangsters that are starting it, that are like going legit with starting a bare knuckle boxing league, and it's a 4-part documentary on Netflix about it, and it's insane. And it's just like these like Irish go-getters. They're like pipe fitters that go out on the weekend and beat the crap out of each other, and it's awesome. Yeah.
Thanks, guys, for playing into that stereotype.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Get your people.
yeah.
But this is going to be a bare knuckle fight. The interview that I saw, the guy was like punching a brick wall to get ready for it, and people are obviously worried about this, saying that it's more barbaric without the gloves. But supporters are saying that it's actually better because the gloves were introduced. It gave it the illusion of safety, but basically
No.
it just meant somebody could get hit in the head for 12 rounds.
Yeah.
No, you
instead
know what
of
this
getting
is-
punched once and then falling.
You know what this is
Right.
equated to? It's the whole NFL helmet thing. Because people are more likely to lead with their head because they think they got protection.
Right,
They think-
exactly.
But if you take
exactly.
away the helmet, imagine how many people would be, more gun shy to go in their head first.
Oh, if they took away the helmets, we'd lose half of the NFL players instantly.
Oh, yeah.
We wouldn't have a 16-team league. Just go down to that.
We'd have a one-game season.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm super pumped for this bare knuckle boxing fight.
Sign me
and
up.
I hope it
in.
goes to more states and becomes a thing because that is the greatest.
Do it
idea.
here.
Can we do one here at
At the
Taft?
Brewport.
I don't know if we can do it at Taft, but
Let's do it on the Taft parking lot.
we can do it behind Taft.
All right.
The parking lot of the Auto Zone next to Taft.
Works for me. Speaking of crazy, though, Brazilians are crazy.
A little bit.
They be crazy, kind of like the Argentinians, while we're sticking in South America, with their ridiculous ways to pick up Russian women. Well, this week, Brazilian midfielder and two-time FIFA Player of the Year, Ronaldinho, announced that he was getting married in August. But not just to one woman. He actually has two fiancées. Ronaldinho started dating Priscilla something or another several years ago and then met this other woman, Beatriz something or another, in 2016. And instead of breaking up with either girl, he just went baller with it and dated both of them at the same time. And if you're dating two girls at the same time, the best part is if neither of them care, which apparently they didn't.
Yeah, because he's Ronaldinho. Like,
Yeah,
are you
yeah.
kidding me? I don't care.
We're not pulling that one, but not only did they not mind, he gives each of them 1,500 euros a month in allowance, and then buys them the same presents so they don't get jealous. He's very smart about how he does this, and he proposed to both of them at the same time. So congratulations.
1,500 euro is not Ronaldinho money. That seems low. That seems very, very low.
I mean,
that's not like buying loyalty money. They'll cheat on you if it's only 1,500 euro a week, a month.
I don't really
a month. Yeah, though that's way low. I make that much.
I don't think he's worried about it, though. I mean, he's
I don't think
marrying
he
two
cares.
chicks, so
Yeah.
I mean, if they cheat, he'll probably just go find two more.
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking was like, all right, he gives them all the same gifts. He's proposed at the same time. They're getting married at the same time. Is he going to divorce both of them at the same time? Like,
You
just
read my mind.
Both get handed the papers at the exact same moment.
Yeah, right when he finds out they're both pregnant at the same time.
Two babies by me, I'm out. Here's your 1,500 a month, and I'll see you. Good luck with that, though.
Oh, is he just paying that so he can like argue later on? Like, I don't know that alimony. I already prepaid it.
yeah,
I've been prepaying alimony.
It's a solid plan.
All right, let's get into the last story of Upper Deck. The Philadelphia 76ers They got some huge problems right now, fellas.
You don't say.
Lots of
dude.
problems going on in Philadelphia. Something that could bring down the entire franchise and ruin careers. And no, I'm not talking about Twitter burner accounts. I am talking about something far worse. It was reported this week that Kendall Jenner has moved on from Blake Griffin and is now dating 76er star Ben Simmons.
So what you're saying is the Kardashians are back in Upper Deck
Yes.
for the third week in a row. Is
Four
this the
weeks
fourth
in a row.
week in a row?
Yes. 4 weeks in a row
Those
that we've done a story
Kardashians.
on the Kardashians on this show.
This is the first time we've let up on Chloe, though.
Yeah, Chloe finally
She took
takes
a break this week from Upper Deck.
Line all 4 Kardashians up, and I could not tell you which one is which for the
It
life
doesn't
of me.
matter.
There's Kim,
I know half of them aren't named Kardashian,
there's
but
Chloe,
I don't know
and then
why.
there's the other ones. But yeah, so Kendall Jenner is dating Ben Simmons, which now I don't know if this is part of the process in Philadelphia.
This is the process.
To
Trust it.
completely ruin the team and bring that curse upon your franchise. How pissed do you think the players are when they see that he's dating Kendall Jenner? That they're like, "Hey man, don't do that. That's
It's
going to
already
be a
done.
problem."
It doesn't matter. It's already done.
If it's in the off season, it's going to be okay, right? It's not going to linger.
No. It lingers.
He's
a good
already
point.
got a Derek Jeter-esque lineup of women, though, and he's only 21, so
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
props to him on that.
Oh, is this that meme that you shared the other?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's not gonna last very long. Herpes is a hell of an STD.
That's been Upper Deck brought to you by Memmott. Take a step.
And herpes.
and herpes.
All right. Well, we've got the game on here right now. Game 1 of the finals. It hasn't started yet, right? We haven't. hit
No,
that
this
point
is
yet.
still highlights from when the Rockets shit the bed.
Nice. Good for them. Cavs and Warriors.
What up,
so
Joe?
That means Joe lost his bet. Joe was all on board with the Rockets beating the Warriors, and then the Rockets went and missed 27 consecutive three-pointers and
They-
lost.
And man, it's not often you get to set records in a losing effort, but they did it big.
Joe, how do you feel right now knowing that your team completely blew it for you? You had a legit opportunity to shut Scott up, and instead they missed 27 three-pointers, and now you have to do 5 shots on the show.
Fate's a bitch.
It's very disappointing.
All right, expert analysis from Joe as always. To be fair, I didn't brag all that much. I mean, I'm giving Joe shit here and there, but we've said this since last July that it was going to be Cavs and Warriors, and we weren't proved wrong. I mean, I know everybody got a little excited there, and it looked like the Rockets may pull it off, and yada yada yada. But
Do you think if Chris Paul played, they would have won? Because I feel like
No.
if Chris Paul played, they wouldn't have missed 27 threes in a row.
yeah, they wouldn't have missed 27 threes in a row. They still would have lost the game, though.
I don't know. I
They got
feel like
lemon
that's
booty.
that's the difference here. Is like
Chris Paul's my favorite player in the NBA, but he wouldn't win any game.
all right, man. It's
Dude, I said destiny.
It's so hard to argue with you when you're just like, no, it's a destiny. Like, how do you overcome that argument with
You
somebody?
don't, because it was destiny.
I only watch the NBA when the Cavs and the Warriors are playing each other, which means I've watched the finals for the last 4 years. So.
Are you sick of this, Wayne? Like, as somebody who's not a big basketball fan, are you sick of seeing
No, I'm
the Cavs?
excited. I'm excited. I mean, they forced it. The NBA has forced it, but it's the Lakers and Boston rivalry. It's the favorite rivalries from the era. It's the Pistons and the Bulls. It's like it drove viewership for sure to watch those two teams play each other often. So
And people will still watch this.
Yeah.
As,
they're
as, I mean,
definitely
as
gonna
sick as
watch
everybody
it.
is
Now,
of it, because there's a very
the
high
difference
degree
is
of-
this is the only like rivalry like this in the NBA in the Instagram and Snapchat era where people don't have the attention span and they want everything to be different. And they want to feel like they have control over it. And watching LeBron win that last game, they don't have control over anything. LeBron has control over everything.
He really does. Like, you want to talk about power, and like that dude can do no wrong.
No, people are like talking.
They would put MD on the back of his jersey without him ever getting a doctorate.
I thought they already did.
They should. People were talking like the Warriors even have a chance in this. Watch them get swept.
No, wait.
Wait, you're talking about
Wait,
the
wait,
Cavs,
what?
right?
No.
So you're saying the Cavs could sweep the Warriors?
LeBron can do no wrong.
All right, Wayne
It's
Memmott is
destiny.
high. Wayne
Yeah.
is super high.
Shut
on
off
this one.
Wayne's mic.
I'm I'm a Cavs fan. I like LeBron. They are going
also
to get
picked the Cavs to win the
destroyed.
finals.
I picked the
He
Cavs
knows
to win it
better.
all, and they're going to lose for maybe 5 games if they get lucky.
I said Warriors in 6 ever since the beginning. I'm
The
still
heart.
standing with it. Warriors in
LeBron's
6.
got heart. He's got heart.
That might be worse than Scott's argument of it was destiny.
No, it's definitely because mine is actually.
I just learned
true.
what kind of arguments fly on this show, and I'm just going with it. So
Yeah, that's a good way to do things. Hey, by the way, it looks like you finished your second one. What was the second one in this?
Coconut. Fucking delicious.
So it's pronounced Calibra cut. That's how Calibra, like.
And we've now had coconut chocolate beers quite frequently. This is the 3rd or 4th one we've had on the show in the last couple months. This might be the best one. It's so smooth.
It is really smooth.
I tell people it's if you've ever smelled suntan lotion and thought I'd like to drink that, this is the beer for you. Because it's exactly like balanced what it should taste like if it were suntan
It's
lotion.
also
That's the weirdest sales pitch.
but it's
But
also
people,
true.
it's true because you have to say that because it's exactly like because some people are like I like a little coconut. Do you like I want to drink suntan lotion coconut? Because then you'll like this beer.
Well,
Not- it's-
and that's
See, I don't think this coconut is overwhelming. in this
that's
one.
what I was gonna say. I was like, if you don't like coconut and you're like, I kind of just like this is the perfect beer for you because it's not it's subtle. It's not in your face.
And maybe it's because we had the key lime first, but
Yeah.
it just doesn't feel like it's that overwhelming of a coconut flavor.
me and the bartender Ben Camachi designed this flight to like roll into it. So
I have no idea what I'm gonna get after this show.
an Uber
not yet.
home.
Well, yeah. Besides that,
But no, this is a super good beer, man. I'm a big fan of this coconut brown.
We just canned it again. So it was on last year. They didn't have it. They canned it. They redesigned the can, and the new cans are just going to be out in stores now. So it's got William Howard Taft in a swimsuit. It's pretty cool. Like one of the old timey ones. The stripies.
What's the deal with the
eBay.
bathtub with Taft's? Like,
William Howard Taft got stuck in a bathtub as
yeah,
the
that's
urban
right.
legend.
Yeah,
he was so fat.
That's okay.
Really, what happened was he was so big that he had to have the White House bathroom redesigned and a bigger tub put in because he was so big for it.
man, you know
So,
you're fat wet.
Yeah,
That's brutal, man.
badass. That's okay.
So still NBA Finals? Or what do we got?
Yeah,
Warriors in
NBA
6?
Finals.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so you're saying Warriors in 6.
Yep.
I think it's going to be Warriors in 5.
Cavs in 4.
Wayne's,
Joe, what do you got?
Wayne's hitting the weed. Joe, your team is now out. So now that you've watched the Warriors beat your team, and the team you cheer for is now playing the Warriors, who are
And
you
don't worry,
going
everybody. Joe will take his 5 shots in a couple weeks. We're keeping it PC tonight, but he
Cavs
will
in 4.
take his shots.
It'll probably be Warriors in 5.
You mean Cavs in 4?
Warriors in 5 sounds a lot like Cavs in 4, but not quite.
Rate is commenting. He's like wandering around the brewery somewhere.
Yeah, Lou the dog is in the house.
He's saying Cavs in 7, which is a very bold prediction. So I guess
Very
if you're
wrong
going
prediction, though.
losers. It's gonna be Cavs in 7. Where are we getting that feedback from, Joe?
Fix it, bruh.
Why don't you turn down the speakers? I think that's part of the problem.
We're all right.
We're fine. All right, okay,
good.
all right, we're fine. I'm sorry.
Wayne
I'm
said
picky.
we're all right, so there we go.
All right, according to Wayne. All right, so Warriors in 5. Do you
5,
think-
6, and 5.
Is there going to be anything that happens that makes this go 7? Like last time the Cavs won,
Half the
you had-
Warriors roster
You had
dies.
Draymond Green get suspended for kicking people in the dick. Do you think there's the possibility?
I totally forgot about that.
That's why I think this goes 6, because there's always going to be something stupid in these series.
like that? I think that's the only way the Cavs have a shot is if there is
No.
somebody that.
Cavs have a shot because it'll go to 7 because the referees have it fixed and they're going to force a game 7 because they want to milk as much advertising money out of it as possible. Why do you think both conference championship games went to 7 games?
Take the tinfoil off underneath your hat,
Did you
please.
see, though, that fans in Houston have a change.org petition going around saying that they got screwed and they
Yep.
want the officials
Yep.
reviewed?
Yep.
Because they were saying that Game 7 was fixed
Rigged.
for
Yep.
the Warriors.
Yeah.
How petty do you have to be to get a change.org petition started?
I'm
review
petty. I'm petty, and you got to be extra petty to go through the process of getting a petition organized. Like, I'm just too lazy. That's how petty I am. My laziness.
That's the problem with our
outrageous.
generation is you don't even, you could be lazy and just be like, oh, I just got to go to this website.
I know I could do it from my phone, and I still would be like, it's too much work.
The thing is that change.org thing doesn't matter until some media outlet picks it up, and then 10 more share that story as their own content.
Dude, they were looking for 1,000 signatures. They had 800 within the first day and a half.
Yeah, that's not much at all. I have 5,000 Facebook friends. I would have 100 people sign something stupid like that if most of my friends were from.
Sorry, I get really
area.
excited when 100 people watch our episodes on Facebook. I'm like,
I don't get tons of likes, but if you put a cute picture or something on it or a little video, one day I'll break the Facebook algorithm.
We talked a little about the 76ers and the issues that they're having.
What a shit show.
So the real issues that they're having is their GM being a freaking psycho. And
Is it the
I don't
GM
know this
being a
story at
psycho?
all.
You don't know the story at all?
No, I
Okay,
don't.
so The Ringer broke a story this week that their GM, Brian Colangelo, apparently or allegedly is tied to 5 burner Twitter accounts, and these Twitter accounts were talking shit about current players and unearthing backdoor deals and stuff that you wouldn't know unless you were otherwise on the inside. So basically they did some research and investigation and found that somehow these are tied to him. Well, within the last 24 hours, it's been noted that the phone number that these accounts, at least 3 of them were set up by his wife. He did own up to having one of them, but the one that he owned up to hadn't tweeted or hadn't really done anything. It was just there.
Yeah.
So he's out on that one, but his wife was tied to the other ones. But what I was saying all day is that doesn't mean that he still didn't have access to them or still didn't tweet from them just because they were created with his wife's phone number. So
Oh my God.
we don't really know. He came out strongly denied it and is saying, all the right things, but it's odd. Oh, and all of the Twitter accounts within moments of the Ringer contacting the 76ers, they all got switched to private, immediately.
Oh, man.
So as soon as they contacted him, they were all shut down, and so that seems kind of weird. His wife, if she was the one doing it, wouldn't be that immediate with it. It's very strange, very weird, and I don't know why you would really want to do that.
Yeah, that's the thing that's crazy to me is what's the purpose of doing it? Why are you setting up burner accounts and leaking all this information about your team?
Because your entire life is surrounded by this team, and your wife
Yeah, but that's
hates
the
it.
thing. Why? All right,
She's trying to
if it's
force
the
his
wife,
hand.
Yeah.
She's trying to force his. If it was the wife, she's trying to force his hand.
She's like, I'm sick of
I'm
living in
done with this.
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
We are moving somewhere else.
Why
I'm
are we
getting
in
you
Philadelphia?
fired.
We have enough money to live anywhere in the world forever. That's not Philadelphia, and we're in Philadelphia.
Flipadelphia.
So, Philadelphia.
There you go.
By the way, the Cavs are up 2-0. Call it. It is over. Wayne's right. Cavs in 4. It's happening.
Well,
Cavs in 4. Cavs. No,
4-0.
4-0.
Game
No.
over.
Cavs are running away with this. We should probably call it.
By the way, so we do a normal thing on the show, the drunk line.
Curry's cold. Curry is cold. He just
We
missed one.
allow people to call into our show and talk about whatever they want to. We're not doing call-ins tonight just because we don't really trust people who listen to the show live.
We have a lot of loyal listeners who will call up and hog the entire hour if we let them.
But we are going to do a live drunk line, so if you guys want to talk about anything or you have any questions or whatever,
Yeah,
feel free to
anybody
come
in
up and
the
steal Joe's
studio
mic.
audience, come on up, step up to the
You're
mic.
more than welcome to come up.
No
and,
pressure.
While
Yeah.
they're wondering which one of them is going to come up, I'll say, for a minute, there's one audience member, and I was like, oh, we
Bro,
can't.
don't give away trade secrets. There's 50s of people
No,
here.
I said for a minute there was one, but now there's hundreds of people here.
Now it's all hot and sweaty because there's so many warm bodies in here.
We do have a comment from the audience.
Or a question.
Or a question. Yeah, absolutely it would
yeah.
happen because we're crazy and we just give the microphone to people.
I would like to challenge this idea that the Kardashians are a curse. Chloe,
Oh, no, you're telling me to take off my
give
tinfoil.
give that microphone, lift that microphone up.
Can we
Let's
get
go.
ASL?
Get into it.
I would like to. You need to stop. I would like to challenge your assertion that the Kardashians are a curse. Lamar Odom, 6-man, ring.
Where's
Addicted,
Lamar right now?
addicted to
Yeah.
crystal meth.
Almost died in a brothel. Go ahead.
But did he win 6-man before that?
Was he? I don't know if he was dating her when that happened.
Yes, they were
used that
married.
award-
They were married. I'm just saying, I don't see the evidence behind this claim.
What did the Lakers do as a team? When
Tristan Thompson's life has fallen apart. Think about Tristan.
The Lakers team, while Lamar was there and he was dating Chloe, did nothing. I'm
just asking where the evidence for the Kardashian curse is.
It's circumstantial.
Who was the dude that Kim was married to for a while?
Chris Humphries.
Chris Humphries.
Yeah.
Chris Humphries cursed. Reggie Bush cursed.
Player.
What was that say?
Chris Humphries was not a basketball player.
Well, he was basketball player adjacent. He was tall and he held a ball on television. He's close enough.
Dribbled a ball in the NBA. I mean, he's more of a basketball player than I was. That's but
yeah, he had a few double-doubles on his record.
There are so many guys that have just completely fallen apart after dating or being married to a Kardashian that I think the Kardashian curse totally works.
You cannot tell me Kanye is the same person he was when he started dating.
Yeah, Kanye is completely fallen apart.
Kanye was known as a genius, and now he is a crazy monster.
You tell him, Massa.
I said he was a genius.
Let's do it this way. Name a person who is normal after dating or marrying a Kardashian.
Yeah, that's what I want.
O.J. Simpson. No.
What's that?
Chris.
Okay, before
Jenner.
that's fair, but it's still because of the Kardashians.
Who? Bruce Jenner? Yeah, that worked out well.
Fair enough, Bruce Jenner. Yep. Better person. She's living her true self as Caitlyn.
This is seriously taking the weirdest turn. I expected the show to really do this whenever we open up the microphone, so I'm very happy this is
the Drunk Line Live.
This is amazing.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah, he's got it.
Uh-oh, we got another question.
I got one. Ray J's career is taking off.
There's Ray J, yeah. He's done some stuff.
Oh, Ray J.
I completely forgot about that.
I got Vienna Lager out my nose.
Hold on. Who on VH1 do you think makes more than Ray J?
Michael Ian Black.
That's right. I got you there.
You're coming
Network
with the
star.
You're coming with the facts. I mean, these are undeniable. We have a winner for the sweepstakes of coming out of the better side of the Kardashians, Ray J.
Ray J. Yeah, Ray. No, before that he was Aaliyah's little brother, right? Wasn't that?
It's I almost. You know, it's funny. I almost said Moesha. It's Moesha's little brother, but no, that's a fictional character.
I'm white.
Wow. This show is off the rails.
Speaking
fellas.
of Vienna Lager, what do you think of it?
It's good, man. It is not very good when it comes out of your nose, but it is a really good beer.
I thought it was good when I had it. I've moved on to the IPA.
I'm trying to pace myself during the show, man. Like, we still have a show to do. You're going to be out
Drink
of
your beer.
No, we got a secret extra one in the back, dude.
I know, but that's still only one more.
Shut up and drink your beer.
I'll get more.
Anyway, so should we move on from the
Where's Jacqueline?
Lou the dog wants to know where Jacqueline is. Jacqueline couldn't make it 2 weeks in a row. She has legitimate jobs and other things that she has going on. So,
Did you see the new cheerleader story that popped today?
which one? I did not.
I just saw the headline, but I forgot already. But it's another negative one akin to what you all were talking about last week.
For which team? That's what always interests me, is if it's a new team. Because now we've got Houston, Washington. Was it not Miami, but the Raiders had theirs. Bengals had theirs for a minute. So it seems like there's a different team every time. San Francisco hasn't been implicated. All right. Because their players are too busy getting implicated and stuff. So there's that.
So the Redskins executive, Dennis Green, resigned because of the cheerleader scandal.
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
They are who they thought they were.
Wow,
Holy
so
shit,
that is-
someone
Wait, not that Dennis
resigned,
Green, huh?
so that means it's true.
I mean, it's got to be.
Right, if you're resigning, then that's guilty.
There's definitely smoke there if you're resigning. Right?
Yeah, a lot of smoke.
That's why Colangelo will probably resign.
Well, and that's what I was going to ask. How does this end up with to wrap that conversation up? How does this end with Colangelo? Like, is he there's no way he survives this, right? Like
I
he's
think what
he's
sucks
gotta
is even if
resign
he
eventually.
is innocent, even if it was his wife going rogue, I think the damage is done.
Damage is
there's
done.
The
You
players
can't.
can never really trust you ever again. And even if they say, oh yeah, and even if it comes out that he didn't do it, it's just. Yeah, but your wife, and I mean, we're gonna have to worry about your wife. And what if you used your wife's phone? How do we know? There's always
there's
gonna
no way
be
to
that
tell.
thing.
You
It's
never know.
kind of like when your girl cheats. It's like, do you take her back or do you not? But in the back of your mind, you're always kind of wondering,
Yep.
right? So you either break up or you stay, and you have those really awkward questions all the time. So
you just question your life.
exactly.
The rest of the
So I
time.
mean, I think eventually it'll just kind of get to the point where they'll be like, you know what? And I think he'll be like, this isn't going to work long term. So
Well, I think the resignation is coming eventually. I don't think we'll ever truly find out who had those burner accounts and who was using them. I just want to know why. Like that's the whole thing. If
Yeah.
it was him, why would you do that? Like what is the purpose for trying to leak that information? It makes no sense to me. There's nothing that I'm like, oh, okay, well that's going to help you with a trade later on if you leak that something's happening with this player, whatever. But there's no reason.
yeah,
for
the
that.
cost benefit analysis was weighed heavily on not doing this.
return on investment.
or you. Oh, sorry.
What's that? Great.
No, LeBron's going to Houston after this season.
LeBron is staying
What?
away from the Kardashian.
LeBron's
curse.
going to Houston.
Yeah, that's Scott's pick. Is that
That's
LeBron
been my
goes to
theory
Houston.
for a while.
Chris Paul has already started apparently recruiting LeBron to Houston because of course you would. Why
Banana
wouldn't
boat.
you? Because
Yeah, every team's already recruiting LeBron. To
But
every
banana
place.
boat, they've got.
it's
a
just
banana
gonna.
boat.
It's a text message thread of every NBA player being like, "Hey man, can you come here? We need your help."
Hey, LeBron, you up? Yeah, man, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Why wouldn't I be up?
You know, it would be great if he turns heel and joins the Warriors. Boom.
Oh man, that'd be amazing.
I wouldn't have bet either way because as long as he goes west, that's
Oh,
my
I
prediction.
hope he has another decision to leave. Oh.
That would be amazing if he goes to if he goes to the Warriors. I'd be a big fan.
We act like money's not involved in any of those decisions.
Should we talk?
Where does he want to go to?
Should we talk hockey?
We
Because
can
we got a
talk hockey.
1-1 Stanley Cup
Oh,
Finals.
fuck yeah, we should
final
talk hockey.
going on right now.
We're at the point now where Vegas and the Washington Capitals have won the same number of Stanley Cup games in their franchise histories.
Yeah.
Both have
This
won
is insane.
a single Stanley.
but
Did
the
you
series
see,
so far has been amazing.
did you see how pumped Washington fans were last night to win Game 2?
Dude, my buddy
It
who-
was like they won the Stanley Cup.
Well, my buddy
that
who
was the
lives-
last Stanley Cup.
Yeah, because they had not won a Stanley Cup game.
Ever.
A
My
final.
buddy who
Yeah.
lives in D.C. texted me like hours before the game started and said, dude, it is so insane here right now. You would think that the Capitals were here. And they're across the country. He's like, these white people are nuts. He's black, in case you were wondering, if that didn't give it away. But yeah, I
Hey,
mean,
black people play hockey.
they do. Devonta
Yep.
Smith-Pelly.
On the
That's
Vegas
one.
Knights.
Can you get any more?
Brian Arakpo.
Nope.
Brian Arakpo.
It's Brian Akposo. or-
Arakpo.
Any more?
Wayne Simmons.
There you go. That's the one you always forgot. The one that started the whole thing?
Patrick.
Yeah.
There you go.
Meanwhile,
Yeah,
we're watching
okay,
Steph
man.
Curry get taken out right here. Look at him.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Cavaliers
Klay
just-
Thompson,
oh,
though,
yeah.
isn't it? Is that Steph? That's Klay.
You got your
yeah,
light.
that's Klay Thompson.
You got your light-skinned brothers mixed up. It's cool.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't. play
Okay,
in the
so this
NBA.
is what I'm saying. This is what it takes for
Yep.
the Cavs to win
Yes.
the series.
In 4.
Go after people's knees. I love this strategy by the Cavs. Just knock people out.
Just bang, bang, play. Bang, bang, basketball. That's what my coaches say. Bang, bang, basketball. What does that even mean? Just hit them. All right.
you got 5 fouls. Make them count.
So the
you get-
Stanley Cup final. All right. Yeah.
It is an entertaining final
It's
so
been
far.
back and forth
I didn't know what to think with the
within
Capitals
games.
coming in. I was like, well, they're going to shit the bed. Who really cares? about
Nobody
the Capitals?
knew what to do with the Capitals because they should have lost 2 rounds ago to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So everybody is confused. They're
Yep.
playing with house money. I have no idea what to think. I picked.
That's a good analogy because it's Vegas, right? Playing with house money.
There you go. I didn't even
There
try
you
that. But I mean, I picked Vegas to win this series just because at this point, why the hell not with everything
Yeah.
that's gone on with them this year? But I feel like this series might go 7.
Also,
I
Joe
hope
picked
it
Vegas
goes
win
to
all.
7 because
So do
it'll
I.
be in Vegas. I want it to go to 7. I'd love to see Vegas
A
win in
game
Vegas.
7 in Vegas in overtime would be insane.
It would be pretty nuts. I think
But
any
that-
elimination game in Vegas is going to be a super exciting game to watch.
Vegas has to win one in Washington, which will be difficult.
Which I think they can, because
Yeah,
we've
no, I
talked
think
about it
they'll be
before on the
fine.
show that home ice in the Stanley
Yeah.
Cup final.
No,
it doesn't really
in
matter.
hockey. Period. I don't think it's that big of a thing.
Yeah, it's not like the
I don't
NBA
know.
finals where it's like, oh, home court advantage is a big deal. In hockey, it happens so often that teams don't win on their home ice that I don't think it's as big of a deal.
It's the
in
one
Stanley
sport
Cup.
where fans will agree that the home ice thing is overrated as far as having.
Although
it's great to have the fans
I will
support,
say,
but-
after seeing how Washington celebrated winning Game 2, it will be pretty tough to win some games in Washington just because of how crazy those fans are going to
it'll be tough, but Vegas has been good enough all year, so I don't think that they're going to.
You know what I like about
I don't
the
think they're
Stanley
going to buckle
Cup?
to the pressure.
Here's why I like the Stanley Cup Finals more than the NBA Finals.
Final.
Excuse me, sorry. There's no white guys standing on the glass at the Stanley Cup Final with a jersey over their button-down shirt that they just wore at work. But that happens all the time in the NBA Finals, where you get like a dude with an NBA jersey on over his button down
in the
talking
front
shit
row.
to LeBron
or Ted Cruz in the front row.
Those guys are the absolute worst. They drive me crazy. I wish they would just shut up and move to like the upper deck, but it won't happen because they have money. But did you see the 2 Warriors fans in Game 7 that were underneath they were underneath the basket in Houston talking shit to the Warriors bench?
No.
The Houston bench. Every time the Warriors scored, there were 2 fans underneath the basket that would just talk shit to the Houston bench nonstop, and it was the most entertaining thing in the whole game.
I
have no idea what happened in most of the game.
That's awesome.
But every time the Warriors came down, I was like, please score so that these 2 dudes. It was like one dude who would just jump out, like point at people on the bench,
Being
and
those guys.
Yes, wow, standing on the floor. They didn't even have seats. I don't even know how they were. Like they were just like standing there in Warriors gear.
They
It
knew
was the
somebody.
best. It was the best part of that series. Stanley Cup Finals. So you are out, Scott. You had Pittsburgh winning. I had Tampa Bay winning. Joe was the only one that picked Vegas to win, so he's the only one still alive in our bet. Now that it's the Capitals in Vegas, who's your choice to win this series?
I had Vegas, and like I said, I think this series goes 7, or I hope it goes 7. But maximum or minimum, I guess, for Vegas would be 6. But I picked Vegas to win.
Well, I'm going to jinx the shit out of them because I also want Vegas to win, so that means the Capitals are probably going to win this
I was
series.
going to say,
'cause I'm a big fucking jinx.
I think it's exciting to watch Vegas win, but I'm going with the Capitals. They got too much. They have too much experience in losing to lose. If that makes sense. Like they've lost too many Stanley Cup games, whereas Vegas has got there.
They haven't lost that many Stanley Cup games. They haven't been there.
Well,
Vegas doesn't know anything about winning, though, so that's
Right.
why they can't lose.
Right.
Wait, but I feel like that's a false statement because the Vegas goalie is Fleury, who's been like he just won back-to-back cups.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's true.
He doesn't know how to lose.
All right, that's fair.
That's what I just
get
said.
it now. No, I'm stupid.
But them
I
as
totally
an infant
misunderstood
team,
what
I
you're
mean,
saying.
as constructed, I mean, they have guys that have won Stanley Cups, but I'm just saying, in general, this group, as constructed, doesn't know anything other than this season has been a monumental success and we've come this far. Why the hell wouldn't we finish the job?
Yeah.
Whereas the Capitals, they've blown it quite a few times, and now that they finally made the Cup, it's just one more chance for them to blow it, and it's on the biggest stage.
I don't think
They're not gonna not seize that opportunity.
With Ovi and Oshie, though, I don't see
it's-
the Capitals
that's-
losing this
yeah,
series.
that's too tough.
I want Vegas to win. I would love to see Vegas to win, but I feel like the Capitals are going to pull this one out.
Yeah.
This is their year. Rate's excited.
Oh no,
about that.
I'm a,
Is that who you're pulling for? That's right. Lou the dog and JB have been fighting on Twitter, and we've been.
We've got fans of the show taking side bets and shots now. This is fantastic. We've started a revolution.
Joe, are you feeling good about your Vegas pick right now?
You gotta be.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean,
Yeah.
they the Capitals got really lucky by probably the best save in the playoffs so far this year.
Yeah.
That it didn't tie it up at the end of the game.
Dude, that was insane.
That wasn't insane.
That was absolute. I don't know how you're playing 5-on-3 hockey for 2 minutes and then play or whatever 5-on-4 hockey for another minute and not score a goal. And they had like 100 million shots. It was. I mean, they were just ripping it every chance they could get. I don't understand. Get better at hockey, Vegas. Let's go.
Get better at hockey. Get better than getting to the finals in your infant season.
Yeah, get better. It's not going to happen again. They're going to ride on this. This is the worst thing that can happen to the new expansion team, is because they're here now and they're not going to get there again.
Well, and
the
that's-
fans are going to expect it.
Yeah, so people were talking about this being like a big thing for the expansion team and how this is bad for hockey if the expansion team wins the Stanley Cup. I think that is more of the point. Like, they were saying it's not good because fans don't have that long suffering feeling, which that's some bullshit. Like, give
I
them
don't care about that.
But I think you're right, because if they win it this year and then next year completely bottom of the barrel, that's going to be the problem.
Yep. It's going to be tough.
But this buys them a few years,
thing,
though.
The best thing for Vegas would be for them to lose in like 7.
Then there's always something to get to. The carrot's still dangling. You never want him to get that carrot in the first year, because then, what else, there's nowhere to go but down from there.
Then they're just spoiled millennials just on their phones and Snapchatting during the game.
Yeah, but I mean, I want to
Damn
see
kids.
I want to see them win it for Lil Jon. He's long suffered as a Vegas fan. And
Oh my God, that was the best when they keep going to Little John to interview him. Oh,
Yes.
that is, and he is. Yes, I really like hockey. I've been watching hockey for 14 years, and they called me down here and said, "Little John, we'd like you to be part of a Vegas Knights." I'm like, I love hockey, and I come down, I get to hang out with the boys. Man, they're really good. It's like they've been working out. Like, why are you talking knowledgeably about hockey, Little John?
And I just want the interview to be like, okay, do the thing. just do the thing. That's the only reason we're interviewing.
I'd be like, Little John, do you like hockey? You have one word to answer.
I'm waiting for him to just be like, you know what, we'll just get Chappelle to fill in for you. Like, we'll have him do it. He'll give us what we're looking for on this one. Like, we just want you to ask what all the time. That's all we're looking for here, John. Let's talk some local news. FC Cincinnati has got the MLS bid.
The long-suffering nightmare is finally over.
I am so glad that it finally happened. Just because it's done now, we don't have to worry about hearing
I was so guest and fan of the show, Catherine Nero, and I were discussing this at work. And I came into work and she's like, Kaiser, you're the type of person who would hate this feel-good story about FC Cincinnati. This just seems like something that you would hate on. And I couldn't stop laughing because I was like, why is that the case? She's like, you do, don't you? And I'm like,
You do hate it.
No, I actually don't. What I hate is that I saw the sausage made for however long this dragged on, and it was the community meetings and this other city's got a bid. I think that MLS handled this so shitty and so terribly that it just got to the point where I got jaded about the whole situation. And I mean, I'm glad for the fans. That I'm happy for, and I'm glad for the team. Mm-hmm. But man, MLS has got to figure out a better way going about getting these cities into the league, because it was just a shit show.
Yeah, and the thing that I want to know is like, okay, so Columbus is losing it, and we're getting it.
Not officially.
I know,
Columbus may not officially
Well,
use
hopefully they don't, because
I really hope they don't, because
everything is the writing is on the wall.
It's likely going to happen, but I really hope it doesn't, because I think that rivalry could be one of the top rivalries in the MLS. Immediately, that hell is real rivalry.
So here's my question, because we have a good football team. Or football team, I don't know what we're calling it. They're FC.
Soccer.
No, but they're FC. They're not soccer club. They're football
Soccer?
club or whatever. So, whatever. Soccer Club Cincinnati, SC Cincinnati, my new favorite team. How do you make an MLS team? Because you don't have all MLS players right now.
I think the players, like, those contracts aren't going to carry over.
Okay.
I think you're going to see a whole new lineup. I mean, you might see a couple of the
like
players,
an
but for the
expansion
most
type
part.
thing.
See, that's the thing. You can't just bring in a whole new group of people and like have like one token old dude that's like the veteran.
Wait, hold on.
guy.
What do you
You know
mean?
it's going to be Jimmy McLaughlin.
What-
Like, he's the one
wait.
that's going to stay on the roster.
What do you mean, token?
No, I don't mean token like that.
Oh, okay. Well, I just had to ask.
I said token veteran. You got to listen to all the words and not just the buzz ones.
It was a hard end.
Nothing? Okay, cool.
What? I didn't hear you.
Sufficiently made him uncomfortable. We're good.
I'll put my headphones back on.
This is going to be the last time we're allowed at Taft's Brewporium.
Oh, no, we're allowed here forever.
You guys got real racial. We can't have that.
super weird.
We talking about Kardashians?
The old people that were playing darts left. I don't
They were already going to leave.
So the special
It
beer,
is 9:35 at night.
Hey, Jim
special
asks.
beer.
Yeah, we should talk about the special beer, but Jim wants to know why we're not taking calls, and I think we will allow a call for one. Lou the dog says no, but I think Jim was our one non-screen call. So, Jim, stand by. We're going to be getting in contact with you. You want to tell us about the special beer, Wayne, while we're waiting?
Yeah. I'm not. So it's called the Skull and Crossbones. The brewers wanted to restart our barrel series. They used to do a bunch of barrel aging and like special bottle releases, and this is the first one that they've re-released. They released it on opening day. It's cranberry and pomegranate Belgian strong ale, and it's aged in, I believe, a rum barrel, but I could be wrong on that. It's very delicious. They sell bottles of it at the ale house. We have a secret tap of it here at the Brewporium. So if I'm here working, you can see me. It's great. And every single bottle every different release will be serialized with a number. So it's always going to be SNB or SXB and then whatever the number is. And the number means something, but I don't know the code off the top of my head, but it's like a secret National Treasure style code.
All I know is I took one sip, and this is bringing the heat.
Oh, yeah.
It is very apparent that this is an 11.7%.
Yes, this is definitely a good
This beer
flight
ain't
board
fucking
beer.
around.
Yep.
This is one that, like, I was worried because I was like, man, I got through that flight real quick, and
Yes.
now I have, like, this. I only have this little taster left, and I'm not going to be able
I'll
to
be
get through the
sipping
show.
this through the rest
Yeah.
of the show.
This one's definitely
This
a
ta-
pump the brakes.
It tastes like a cocktail of some sort. It's like it almost tastes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seriously tastes like when I'm drinking whiskey at home and trying to pretend like I'm in Mad Men. Like, it feels like it's that
Like a Manhattan.
strong. Yeah, it's that strong of a beer that it's like
When
if
times
you
were
pour
better
yourself.
and we did call you master? Is that what you're suggesting? Yeah. Okay.
This is what you want to drink when they're like taking a crystal decanter and pouring whiskey straight into a glass and then shooting it. And you're like, oh, you monsters! How do you do that? No water, no ice. But if it tastes like this, I'm down.
I've gotten to that point now with whiskey. I could do that. I don't have to. I can drink it neat.
No,
and
but
out
do
of
you
a
like
crystal
do you
decanter.
like chug it like a monster, or do you just like sip on it neat? Because I can drink anything neat, but I can't
It
just like.
depends on how I'm feeling. I mean,
It depends on if Notre Dame lost.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Notre Dame
There's
lost.
the key.
Notre Dame lost. That doesn't even make it into a glass. That's just straight from the bottle.
Oh man, that's a lot of
A lot
bottles.
of drunken Saturdays.
It's good because my wife gets home like around halftime, and then I get
Put you to bed.
I get to turn my son over and be like, "Here, you watch him because this game is not going well."
That's my
And then just start
scariest.
chugging.
That's my scariest thing. Is like, how do you be drunk? How do you have a kid and still drink?
It is rough.
I mean, you know, you
It is
figure it
rough,
out. It's
man.
just like everything else with a kid. Eventually, you figure out how to manage.
But it's rough.
You know.
We do have JB on the line. JB, can you hear us, bud?
Yeah, I mean, I'd fire back with my catchphrase, but it feels a little forced now that everybody already knows I'm on the line.
Yeah, well, you know, that's how we do it.
Well, it's JB, goddammit. There, I did it for you. How about that?
Hooray!
JB, how are you feeling about the Stanley Cup so far?
Better than the last couple of years, the actual games. I mean, it seems like with both years, the Penguins being in it, especially when they were playing Nashville, every game was a blowout. So it's good to actually see some competitive hockey in the finals.
Do you think that that Vegas has a shot in this one, or are you going to? I know you're pulling for Vegas, but do you really think they have a shot against Washington, who has a little bit more star power?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, you kind of saw that in
Everybody
the
with
first
great,
game. That
great lines here.
after the second period, I mean, yeah, Washington might have a couple bigger names, but Vegas has more depth, and
Yeah, but-
Ovechkin doesn't tend to pop up in the biggest scenarios. So.
JB, who's your team?
Yeah. What?
Who's your team, JB? Vegas or Washington?
Oh my God, who is this?
It's your boy, Lou the dog.
He set you up there, JB.
But here's the deal. I think that Vegas goes out game one. They're at home. They're in the Stanley Cup. It's their first year. They have a lot of excitement. And they did everything they could to keep Washington from scoring those last 2 goals, and they were able to win. Game 2, we see that we have a 5-on-3, and they can't score a goal when they need that to tie. I think that's more indicative of a new team and then why Washington has the edge on it.
JB, do you agree with that?
Not necessarily. I mean, yeah, they should have scored on that 5-on-3, but it was a single 5-on-3. You know, they're going back to Washington, where Washington loves to blow games. So
fair enough.
we'll be going back to Vegas up 3-1, and we'll see what happens.
Wow.
I definitely think it's going to come out of Washington 4 games to 3. Like, it's going to come out 4-3 one way or the other. It's not going to be a blowout.
That's fair. JB, question for you, man. Do you have any names handy that we can play a little hockey player or MMA fighter?
Not offhand, but I can come up with some.
Do some quick Googling. I'll explain the game.
Just don't Google yourself on air.
Yeah, and then I'll explain the game, and then it'll stall a little bit. So, Wayne, you're going to play this with us.
Yes.
JB likes to call in, and he does a game where he'll give us a name, and we have to pick whether or not it's a hockey player or an MMA fighter. Yeah. If you're right, congratulations, you're right. If you're wrong, you have to... Normally it would be do a shot, but we'll just take a sip of this ridiculously strong
shot like beer.
Yeah,
I'm almost out.
Good thing you work here, and you can.
I think I could scrounge some more beer up.
We'll do 3 rounds of this. So JB,
hold on real quick before you get to that. Tyson wanted to let us know that he's watching from Canada, and he just saw a commercial for preseason CFL with Johnny Manziel.
Yes.
Money time in Canada.
Yeah, Tyson, are you
Canada
kidding
football.
me? Oh,
Thank you, Tyson, for that update.
I can't wait to. Dude, I have a comedian buddy that is tweeting and buying as much XFL stuff as he can to become an owner.
I've seen that.
Yeah, Dan Loper. Yeah,
he's super funny dude from Columbus. That is amazing. I would love to. I didn't even think about that, like how Canada is going to be all up on this Johnny Manziel train.
Oh, yeah.
That's fantastic.
I can't wait till it's Johnny Manziel versus Tim Tebow.
All right, JB, I think we've stalled enough for you. Are you ready for 3 rounds?
You're good.
3 rounds of hockey player or MMA fighter.
All right, round 1. Alex Stalock.
As a hockey player.
Hockey player.
Joe?
Hey, everybody got one right for once.
All right. Hey. I think that's the first time that's ever happened.
I think so.
Applause from the audience. All right, round 2.
Round 2, Braden Point.
That sounds like an MMA
fighter.
Hockey.
Jesus, hit that feedback.
Oh, my
Joe.
God. It happened. Scott got one right.
Wait, we all got that one right? MMA fighter?
No, Scott got it right.
Yeah, suck it.
Oh, my God. It blew up.
Sorry, we're having some feedback here at the brewery.
Issues. But anyway, I got it right, and you both got it wrong, so suck a dick and take his drink.
All right.
Mostly the first part.
Wait, can I just drink?
That's not
okay, yeah,
All
fair
right,
enough.
cool.
All right, round 3. Scott has 2, and Wayne and I each have 1, so Scott is immediately the winner, pretty much no matter what happens
Unless
here.
I get this wrong.
No, because if you're smart, you are the winner.
Yeah, I know. I was going to.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, go ahead.
Last one is Donald Cerrone.
MMA player, fighter. MMA player. Hello.
MMA player.
MMA.
He's definitely an MMA player.
I'm here to play MMA. I'm just going to try it out.
I'll go MMA, too. Why not?
Is everybody in?
Yes.
All right, yeah, it's an MMA fighter.
Yay! You guys suck.
Ooh, so
That's the first time you've ever won.
I know. I suck at this game.
You must play MMA
I've got a bonus round for one of your guests there.
Okay, bonus round for the guests.
Nice.
Name the team name the team in the finals that this player plays for.
Oh man, we've lost this game pretty handily in the past. All right, go ahead.
I trust you two. I don't trust one of your attendees there.
Oh, okay.
Lou the dog.
Are you talking about Lou the dog? Because he's not even around right now.
Or me.
Oh, well, that doesn't fucking matter. His nickname is Ovi.
Oh, he plays for
he
Washington.
plays for
Come on, that's an
Washington.
easy one.
Ovechkin. You
Not
drink,
not
asshole.
according to a pooch.
Oh.
Yeah, that was clearly geared towards Lou the dog because Lou the dog has no idea who he's cheering for there.
Oh, all right. I thought you were trying to call me not a hockey fan. Sorry, you don't have to drink anymore, but you should because it's Craft Brewed Sports.
Yeah.
All right, JB, thanks for the call, man. Really appreciate it.
Nice to meet you, JB.
Go Vegas, right?
Exactly.
Damn
And
right.
It kind of got buried in the call, but congratulations, boys. It's a happy 100.
Thank
man.
you, sir. We appreciate it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, JB.
I can't
Good
wait.
hearing from
I
everybody.
can't wait till they have Batman themed jerseys and Batman themed goalie helmets.
I'm here for that.
Yeah, I know you are. You're Batman.
Thanks, Massa.
No, I said you're a Batman,
Oh, what? Oh, okay.
not my Batman.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, the white guy was the servant in that one, so they just didn't have any black people.
Funny enough, earlier when you said, don't call me Massa Wayne, my first thought was, like Alfred?
Oh, that would.
We were talking about FC Cincinnati before JB called in.
Someone has one complaint about Batman, and it's at Alfred's white.
So, yeah, FC Cincinnati. Awesome for the city.
Very excited for it. I think I agree with a couple things where it's a younger crowd, and I was talking to somebody today, and they said like people aren't going to play football anymore. Like it is a dying sport because parents
that's 100% true.
aren't letting their kids play, so we're not getting good.
Football.
I mean, but it's going to die out. Football's going to die out, and other sports are going to fill in. And I don't know if it's necessarily going to be soccer, but it's cool for Cincinnati to be a part of it. Great on the crowds for showing up, sticking to it for 3 years. Like, I'm very happy for them all. I hope it works out. I'm not going to be a hater because I want it to be a good thing.
I'm just
That's my
interested
thing.
to see.
I am not going to be a hater on this. I want to see how it goes, and I hope the best for the team.
Yes.
I don't have anything against like the fans or anything. Like I said, I just hold a little bit of indignation towards MLS, just the way they handled it.
Yeah.
It was very amateur
I do think the whole process was absolutely crazy. When we were up in Columbus, I talked to a good buddy of mine, Nick, who's a big Columbus Crew fan, and to me it felt like MLS was waiting to find out what the final decision was with Columbus. If Columbus was moving, they were going to give Cincinnati the bid, and if Columbus wasn't moving, they were going to give it to Sacramento.
Right.
And that's what it seemed like, because it was like, oh, well, we got to get the stadium deal in place, and then we'll decide. And then the stadium deal was in place, and then it was like, but they're still not doing shit
Right.
about this. Like, what is
Right.
the hold
and
up
that's
here?
what annoyed me. It was kind of like your girlfriend who is like, well, I guess I'll marry you if this other dude doesn't come along and ask
Exactly.
me. And then, like,
I've
the
never
dude-
experienced. Did that happen to you, man? Is
No,
that, okay.
no, it's never happened to me. I've never had that option.
You
I guess.
asked your wife to get married, and she was waiting on somebody else to ask her first. That
No,
is a terrible
no.
She was like, I know we got these kids, but this guy might be showing up, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you just never know. But I mean, you know what it is? It's just like, I guess I'll go to prom with you if nothing else better comes along.
Way to
type
back it
deal.
up further.
Yeah,
That's where you
prom,
should have
prom,
started.
prom.
That makes it not life devastating.
You went way too far. Like, okay,
Yeah,
whatever.
no, but no,
Hey
seriously
guys,
though, it was
Cleveland's
very awkward.
up by 7. Cleveland at 7.
All right, here's the issue with that. There's still 7 minutes to go in the half, and I feel like the Warriors are going to do exactly what they did to the Rockets in
Shit
Game
the
7, where they.
You mean in Game 7 and Game 6?
In Game 6, where it's close for the first half, and then all of a sudden, come the second half, the Warriors just become the Warriors again.
Dude,
and then
they're
absolutely
the
terrorize
best
the team.
third quarter team in the NBA.
Yes, it's unreal how good they are in the third quarter. Like, you need to be up by 20 against them
to walk out tied.
to get to the fourth quarter and be in a position to win. Lou the dog, what do you got?
I have a take here. I think
Hot tot. Where's the rap air horn? Get ready for the hot take air horn.
It's been absent this episode.
It really has been absent.
the Warriors have all the pressure on them.
Yep.
If you heard LeBron after the Eastern Conference Finals, he took a lot of pressure off of his teammates. He admitted in that interview with Rachel Nichols that like he didn't think they could even make it there. I think He's going to make it easy. They're going in loose. All those other guys are going to come in and play better without the pressure. The odds are stacked against them. All anyone's been talking about is how big underdogs the Cavs are and how big the favorites the Warriors are. And I don't think the Warriors have the character to handle that kind of pressure. I think Durant and Curry are little babies, and the Cavs are going to get aggressive with them. They're going to get physical with them, and this is going to be a battle. I don't know if the Cavs are going to win, but it's going to be a battle.
This team is basically Oklahoma City with Steph Curry, and if Steph Curry goes out there, OKC, they couldn't get the job done.
Well, hang on. Let's do this. Last year, it was Cavs and Warriors. Cavs were underdogs to the Warriors. It was essentially the same Warriors team that we see right now. Cavs were underdogs, and the Warriors came out, and Kevin Durant absolutely dick-slapped the Cavs and shut them down completely. So you think this year it's going to be different? Like all
what
of a
was
sudden
different? What was different last year versus this year? The Warriors had the revenge factor last year. They had the hunger.
The other thing that's different is that the Cavs team was better last year than they are this year. This year, that team is garbage without LeBron.
It doesn't make sense on paper. It doesn't make sense if you look at the results from the whole regular season. But I think emotionally, the Warriors are not equipped. They're feeling the pressure, and I think the Cavs could take advantage of that.
Here's my only thing with the pressure.
Can you guys believe it's...
No one on the Cavs played good in the Eastern Conference Finals except LeBron. If two of those guys show up for a few games...
But I don't think there's pressure on either team because both of them have won the championship. And, I mean, the Warriors have the better team, and they beat the best team in the playoffs that wasn't them. So it took them 7 games. They battled out. Now they're playing free and loose.
That's the
like,
only
thing. Shit, well, it's the Cavs.
That's
now.
the only thing that could hurt them is the letdown factor of. But we beat the only team that could have beat us was the Rockets, and now it's the letdown.
It's kind of like maxing out your weightlifting. I mean, everything seems easier underneath that once you max out.
Yeah, then you pull your shoulder out.
Do you guys realize if LeBron gets injured, we're going to have to listen to talking heads ask if Kyle Korver can lead the Cavs to the championship? Do you guys realize that? It is 2018. We're talking about Kyle Korver. I used to pick him in his freshman year in NBA 2K5. And he's relevant.
There was just an article that came out that was like, redrafting the 03 draft.
It puts like Kyle Korver at
could the Cavs have done better if they didn't pick LeBron? No, the answer is no, they couldn't have.
They could not.
Never on any planet in any universe would they have done better if they picked anybody not named LeBron. And there were great players in that draft, and they still couldn't have done better.
Yeah, there's absolutely no way. To your point, though, Ray, I think there is a little bit of an element, maybe of a letdown game here for the Warriors. But
that's why the Warriors are going to win in 6.
But it's a 7-game series, right? It's a 7-game series. It's not like
the Cavs are going to make sure they only have to play 4 of them. So
Wayne is really pushing this Cavs.
I don't care. I just know it's going to push anybody's buttons that listen to it.
Grady says the Warriors had grit, and this year the Cavs have grit, and grit in all caps. So it's definitely sarcastic type of grit. But I mean, seriously, that's the thing. I mean, I really don't think there's pressure on either team, but it's just it's straight going to be better team wins, and Warriors are just better. That's it. I mean, that's all it's going to come down to.
I think LeBron can keep it close.
Yeah, no, I don't think any of the games will be a blowout.
Here's the other thing.
I'm saying Warriors in 6. That means the Cavs
somebody pointed this out on social media. After Game 7 against the Celtics, LeBron was the only one that was icing down his knees. Nobody else on the team had iced anywhere.
No.
Right, that's the point. The point being LeBron is the only one doing anything on that team.
Right. Which is why they're going to lose. I mean,
eventually he's got to get gassed, right?
Yeah.
The dude is our age. Can you imagine trying to play these dudes?
He graduated when I graduated high school.
He's a month older than me. I hate it.
He's younger than me.
I watched him play when he was a junior in high school at the state championship game because I knew he was going to be famous.
Was that
and
the
he's
year he
playing
lost
in
to
the
Roger
finals,
Bacon?
and
No,
we're
it was
sitting
the year
here doing
before.
a fucking podcast. Think about that.
He fucked up.
Yeah, what an idiot.
He clearly made the right life decision.
Millions of people are watching him, and tens of people.
Is this
are
the
watching
podcast where we can also talk about The Incredibles 2 and how awesome it's going to be, or no?
No,
Sorry,
not without Disney knocking down our door.
It is going to be a pretty good movie.
It's going to be incredible.
My kids are going to make me watch it 900 times.
See, that's the good thing. Now that I have a 2-year-old, I get to blame all this shit on him. I'd be like, yeah, he wants to watch this. I guess I'll deal with it.
So who did you blame in seeing Solo?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, good.
I saw it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I saw it.
It happened.
Yeah. They made it. It had Star Wars on it, and I had to see it.
My friend said it best when he said, he's like, it was awesome. It was like all those other Star Wars movies without that boring Jedi shit. So,
I summed it up.
It's about perfect. Like, if you're watching Star Wars, you're like, oh, I fucking hate the Jedi parts. You'll love this. It's the best. Just watch this 8 times, and then don't watch Star Wars again. All right.
Grady said the Cavs missed out on Darko.
Grady's bringing all the heat.
You're right, Grady. They should have taken Darko. Fuck LeBron. They should have taken Darko.
Yeah, right.
Detroit should have settled for LeBron.
The trajectory of the Cavs franchise would have been so much better. They'd just taken Darko. Should we get into Consumer to Can It, Joe? How are we on time? Should we do?
We're doing great on time. We got a late start, and we're at 9:55. So.
Oh, okay. Well, then in that case, let's not do Consumer to Can It.
No.
Okay, let's do Consumer to Can It. Okay, let's get it.
Hell yeah.
Consumer to Can It, brought to you normally by Tavor. This week it's brought to you by Taft's Brewing Company and their delicious beers. So, Wayne, recap our flight real quick so that we know which beers we had, because at this point I'm kind of forgetting.
Perfect. Yeah. So first was the Nelly's Key Lime. That's like our flagship beer. Everybody loves it. It's a pool time beer. After that was the Caliber Cut Coconut Brown. After that was the Gustav Vienna Lager. After that was the Return of the Jed Double IPA. And finally we had the Skull and Crossbones, the SXB special bottle.
All right, so you're the one that drinks this beer more than we do. What is your favorite out of the beers that we had tonight, and why?
The Caliber Cut, because it's great on its own, but it also lets you, it's a great base for mixing a lot of our other beers, which is like a next level.
Dude, you have me so excited about that. I seriously want to go try mixing these beers right now.
So I'll tell you, the classic one is Caliber Cut with Maverick. Maverick's our chocolate porter, and it's like an Almond Joy, or Mounds, the ones that doesn't have nuts. So it's... doesn't taste like almonds. There's no almonds in it. But yeah, you get it.
Get your nuts out of my beer, bro.
But yes, so I think that one's probably my favorite. But this, I'm really excited about the SXB because I'm really excited about Taft's having a barrel program and having a bottling program with these higher premium beers.
Yeah, dude. Barrel aged is the way to go.
Uh-huh.
Scott, what was your favorite out of the flight?
So coming into the evening, all I kept hearing about was about the Key Lime beer, and having it, I initially thought, well, no way that anything's going to top it. Nero loves this beer. It's one of her favorite beers, and I got to say, it's damn good. I mean, it's so easy drinking. It's smooth. Everything about it. It's great.
Yep.
But I gotta say, I'm going with the coconut brown too because I couldn't. Right after the lime, I couldn't believe how good it was. We've had all these coconut beers, and I'm like, this is easily the best one. And Wayne's right. I gotta imagine that these go great with other ones.
Yeah.
So as soon as we're done, I want to get one of the Mounds.
Mix it with Nelly's.
I want the Mounds.
Or mix it with Nelly's.
The coconut and lime.
The coconut and lime. Actually mix it.
I want both.
Yeah.
Joe, you also had a flight. Let's go to you. What's your pick for beer of the night?
Return of the Jed IPA.
Hell yeah.
Dude, that was a solid IPA because it wasn't like a super hoppy IPA. That wasn't for people who aren't big IPA fans. Did you say it was a double IPA?
It's a double.
That's insane to me. There's no way. There's no way I would have guessed that's a double IPA.
And it's just the different hops that they use. I think it's El Dorado and something else, and they use hops and boil them to get out different fruitier notes as opposed to the resiny notes. So.
There's no way. When you said double IPA, I didn't catch that at the beginning, but that is crazy to me that's a double IPA.
And our other double IPAs here are also similar. We're when people are like, I kind of like IPAs, I'm like, you should try our double. It's regularly more smooth. I don't know why.
It's
I'm not
insane
that
to me
smart.
It was an okay beer, but the name is 1,000 times better.
Yeah.
The name does make it. I love crazy beer names.
Yep.
That's my favorite part.
There's nothing crazy about Return of the Jedi.
No, just the fact that they.
I'm just letting you know.
I know. I understand. I get it. I get it. You made me watch all the Star Wars movies, and I like them. Stop.
Okay, cool.
I am going to go with the SXB as my favorite beer of the night. I'm such a barrel-aged fan. And this was one that, you get that boozy flavor, but because of the pomegranate that's mixed in there, it doesn't taste like straight booze. Like there's a
It's like a cocktail.
It's so good. That is a great beer, and if you can find it, get it. You said there's a few bottles left.
Yeah, they got a few bottles left just at the Ale House down on Race Street, and I think the price on that's $14.99. But it's a bomber.
Ooh,
it's
that's
not
expensive
it's
though.
Not,
I might have to change my plan.
Oh come on! It's barrel aged.
It's really good. It's worth $14.99.
It's standard pricing.
Yeah.
I bought bottles like this that were an extra $5 more. So.
Definitely a solid beer. SXB if you see it. And
most importantly, there's not a single one of them that I would can.
No, every single one of
Not
these
a
I was
damn
like,
one.
these are delicious.
Yeah.
Even when the Vienna Lager came out of my nose, I still thought it was a good beer.
Yeah.
Like normally that's going to kill it for me. I'm going to be like, this, I don't like this because it
It's
tastes
stung
like my
coming out.
snot.
Yeah.
But it's really
So good.
Well,
It's a really good beer. All of them are delicious.
Thank you,
Consumer
guys.
Candidate brought to you
No,
by
thank
Savoy.
you, sir.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you
you
for
very
the
much.
flight.
Oh, yeah.
Before we close out the show, we need to do our poll this week. So this is the Motherfucker of the Week poll. This week you had two options. J.J. Watt for wanting to put MD on the back of his jersey for his honorary doctorate that he was given by Baylor, or PGA golfers for mocking college golfers for using a push cart. Who's your pick for Motherfucker of the Week?
Golfers.
Golfers?
We got a
And
couple.
Lou the dog,
The
yeah,
fans are
is gone.
split. The fans split. Wayne, what do you got?
J.J. Watt made a bad tweet. The golfers are legitimate assholes.
Solid. Joe, who do you got? Me? What?
Yeah, who do you have?
Oh, I'm going on JJ. JJ to me is I mean, golfers are assholes by nature. I mean, one fucks a
Wait, so now
Perkins
that we're
waitress.
voting,
I mean, what?
Just because he's JJ Watt. I got to go with the PGA golfers just because of the hypocrisy of we're going to talk shit to somebody using a push cart while we pay somebody to carry our bag.
I think they're assholes, but I aspire to be that asshole, so.
No, I get it, but you're a douchebag for doing that. Like, not you personally, but like the PGA golfers Scott, yeah,
Everybody's
Scott,
agreeing,
too.
yeah.
But to tweet about these kids, first of all, they're playing in the national championship. Like, fucking just let them play golf. They're not riding carts,
Right.
And
They're
it's
not allowed to.
right. And I understand like they're
Is it
worried
an
about.
NCAA infraction for riding a golf course or golf cart?
I just don't think it's available.
No, I know, but it would be so
You have to walk.
NCAA if there
it
was
would
an
be
infraction.
NCAA would like.
Oh, did you get a ride? Yeah, okay, you're ineligible, and your school's on probation.
Did you walk from the car? You didn't? Uh-oh, we're going to have a problem with that. PGA golfers are definitely my vote. Joe.
Mark Emmert just sitting there in a cart. Hey, you need a ride? Oh, you're in. That's an infraction. School's on probation. Gotcha.
I would do that.
That was for Mike.
I would totally do that. I'd be like, hey, man, you need a ride to the first tee? Uh-oh, that's 2 strokes.
Joe, who you got?
I fully admit that I'm a cheater. I'm fine with it. And I don't give a shit. You were the one parading as a normal picker. Anyways, Joe, where's the poll stand?
55% to 45%.
Ooh, close
JJ
vote.
Watt.
PGA golfers.
That's an upset because JJ was leading earlier when I checked.
No,
here's the voting, though, I will say, this might have been our best poll because it was close all night. Like, not one of them was ever really far ahead.
Yeah, and people are going to vote for douchebag PGA Tour golfers instead of a
Any
guy who
chance that they
gave
get?
millions of dollars to hurricane relief victims.
Oh, well, when you spin it like that, it makes us seem like the asshole. Go fuck yourself. Also, there's been plenty of people in the comment section during the entire live show that want to say Brian Colangelo. We specifically didn't vote or nominate the Colangelo
'cause he
family
would've-
because
he
we
would've won
knew
it.
they would run away with this shit. So, yeah.
And they're real motherfuckers.
We should have done
Yeah.
Colangelo versus Saban. That would have been a good motherfucker.
Good- it would have been a
because-
good test.
Yeah,
Or
because
Gruden.
or
Gruden.
Gruden. There was talks of moving
Yeah,
Gruden
we
to
did
motherfucker of the
discuss
week.
it.
But I feel like whenever we put Saban in there, Saban automatically wins. It could
People don't even read the question. They just see Saban.
it could be like Saban said that our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is coming back. They're like, that motherfucker. This has been a goddamn fun episode 100.
Hell yeah.
Wayne,
Sir?
This is the best.
you are such
Thank
a
you
fun
so much
guest,
for joining.
man.
I love it.
We're going to do a little bit. There's LeBron's hurt, everybody. Hang
It's over. LeBron's done.
Shit.
Warriors in 3.
Warriors in 3.
He got poked in the eye.
Oh, he got poked in the eye. Oh, he's just being
fine.
He's just being a bitch.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's fine. All right.
Anyway, moving on.
He's trying to get Draymond Green kicked out again.
So here's what we're going to do for anybody here. We've got a T-shirt that we're going to give away. We're going to do a Papa Shot tournament after this. Whoever wins gets a T-shirt. And then there is going to be a giveaway. Minuteman gave us an autograph. We don't have it
a
yet.
Bengals
but it's coming up.
autographed football?
No, I don't think it's football. I think it's a picture.
Okay, we have a Bengals autographed picture.
Second round pick, Jesse Banks. Is that who it was?
Sure, some guy that played at Wake
Bengals
Forest.
second round pick.
Safety.
There's an autograph picture.
We know stuff. We
that
know
we're
the
gonna
best
raffle
stuff.
up. Yeah. So somebody's going to win that. But
I
whoever
don't think
wins,
LeBron even got poked in the eye.
That is a really good sell on that foul.
Lay flop.
Yeah.
Does it again.
Wait, I had somebody block me on Twitter because I said the foul where LeBron elbowed the guy in the Celtics series, the phantom elbow. I was like, that was a flop, and one of my friends blocked me.
Was it Mike Freeman or Jerry Rice?
No, it
Then
wasn't.
shut up. I don't care.
This is like
I got blocked by famous
this
people.
is like a person that I hung out with.
I don't
that
care.
was like, whatever,
famous
you
people took
homer.
their time to block me.
Anyways,
Hey,
this
man.
is this has been Craft
We made a
Sports.
fucking 100 shows.
100 episodes, dude. That's fucking
Hell yeah.
crazy.
Fucking crazy.
You guys are
Wayne,
the best.
Thank
Congratulations,
you.
Thank
my
you guys
friends.
for
Joe,
tuning into
thank
the
you.
show.
Thank you all.
for sharing
Wait,
it.
before we wrap shit up, you know who I want to really thank?
Who do you want to thank?
Alex and Cheryl.
Yeah?
For letting
Yeah,
us do
for-
this
yeah.
for 100 straight
Yeah,
weeks.
right.
Our wives are the best because they let us do this for 100 different weeks. So thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Alex. You guys are the best.
Definitely-
and thank our
definitely
kids
the
for,
MVPs.
I guess, kind of
I mean, they're
cooperating.
asleep when this is happening
Yeah.
anyway, so they don't really get it. But you're 100% right. Yeah, the wives for putting up with this
They're
shit.
the real MVPs.
Definitely the real MVPs. Thank you guys for coming out. All 5 of you for coming out to the show. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys for tuning in on Facebook, for listening, for sharing the shows, commenting. All that shit helps more than you guys realize. Please continue to do so. Help us out.
And we are off next week, but when we come back in 2 weeks, we got a surprise for you.
Definitely a big
And
surprise.
we're switching platforms.
It's going to be a crazy transition. We're starting the next 100 episodes with some crazy shit going on.
Next 100's going to be even better.
Wayne, when's the next time you're performing in town?
Sunday night, June 3rd at Swine City Brewing Company out in Fairfield.
That's my mom's birthday.
It's great. And then that's really fantastic. And then the next show here is June 16th. It's Laura Sanders, who is from Columbus and down in New Orleans.
Laura's amazing.
She's coming back up. We have a bunch of other great comics, and it's in the private room. It's $5, June 16th. Ticket links on Facebook, on our website, everything. Go
to
check it out.
bombsawaycomedy.com and find out all about the shows that are coming to town and all the different breweries. As always, you can follow the show at Craft Beer Sports. You can follow me at Mike Berlin. Follow Scott at ScottyK_Jr. Follow Joe at Joe Goalie4. Follow Wayne at Wayne Memmott. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Cheers, everybody.
We made it 100!